I'm Curtis Harmon from Pieces of a Dream, and I love J Ross TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy J Ross hanging out with C. Man, this is an honor. Man, for anybody that know, man, Pieces of a Dream is a staple, man. They set the standard, man. And they in St. Louis right now putting in some real work, playing real music. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no AI.
Thank you. We're trying to do our best, man.
Well, talk about it, man. You give people a synopsis of Pieces of a Dream from back then up to now and what y'all been on.
Well, the two original members that are still with us are myself and James Lloyd. But we got a new partner, saxophonist Tony Watson Jr. And he's helping us work things out, helping us update our sound. And, we've been doing a lot lately. We just put out a new record.
Yes, sir.
The album's called We Got This, and it features a whole different array of songs from different styles that we've created. And next year, we're into our 50th anniversary year. So Pieces of a Dream will have been around for 50 years next year on October 19th.
Praise God.
So, praise God. And so, we're just trying to, keep things going. We're still kicking it the way we were with the Mount Avery Groove and 454, and along with some of the newer stuff that we got going. So, we're just trying to do our thing.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this: as the drummer, and also a founding member, how do you balance that? That's got to be a little bit tricky.
Well, not really. I mean, I got to stay up with my craft, of course, which is the drums and percussion.
But you also got to fire people sometimes.
Well, I try not to do too much of that. But I like more of the hiring than the firing. But we have a dynamic band right now. David Dyson's on bass. We got Carolyn Brewer doing vocals and keyboards. We got Alex Simon on percussion. And he's from the Broadway show Stomp. So, and we've got James Lloyd, original member, Tony Watson, saxophonist, and we're also featuring a young lady, Stacy Richardson, out of Cleveland, Ohio. So our band is actually about 7 pieces on stage now, when we were originally just 3. So, but we're trying to make things work.
We'll talk about, like, you and James, y'all went to the same high school or grew up together. How did y'all come together?
Same middle school, same high school, same college.
Straight up?
That's right. So, yeah, we grew up, pretty much like brothers, man.
Right.
We lived in the same town together. Of course, we rehearsed all of our lives together. So, we've known each other since he was 11, I was 13.
Man, that's awesome. So as a professional drummer now, man, not being one of the co-founders, just from that aspect of it, musical, like, can you tell these young cats coming up, man, some of the pitfalls you had to go through that they can avoid and maybe skip some things, even if they listen to you, but you know what I mean? Like, what you practice on? Did you have to sacrifice football in the street or girls and stuff to rehearse with?
I actually sacrificed football, Pop Warner football, because I actually wanted to play football, but my father, who was our manager at the time, said you could play football or you could play drums, because I can't sign contracts and you come in here all broken up. So I was already making money at the music thing, so I was like, okay, let's do music. So I put my efforts into learning my craft, playing drums, playing percussion, learning percussion, congas and timbales, and also some other like keyboard percussion like vibraphones, marimbas, and stuff like that also. So timpani, because I was in a couple of orchestras, so I've got a actual educated background in drums and percussion. So.
As we say in St. Louis, you do everything.
I do everything. And now I'm branching out into vocals a little bit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So what kind of challenge does that bring, especially playing drums at the same time?
Of course somebody else has to play on the song that I sing, which is 454 now.
Right.
So, but because that was a staple song of ours and nobody else, was singing it, I took the role of singing that song, and so now either Tony or Alec plays drums on that. So.
Well, let me ask you this. Like, do you get the same feeling like back in the day or now when you on the stage, the curtain open and 1,000 people just screaming? What kind of energy is that to your soul?
Well, of course we feed off the energy of the audience, and they feed off the energy of us. And what we try to do is give each other energy on stage also. So this is why, our band is one of the most high energy bands that you'll see on stage. And it keeps us youthful, it keeps us young, it keeps us fit. So
oh yeah, you hitting them weights or something, boy.
and I'm over 60, so I'm trying to stay as fit as possible at this point.
Yeah.
But, we're trying to just keep ourselves in the flow of things,
right,
of today's music. So
Now, is that hard to do?
It is if you're not listening to what's going on today.
What that mean?
Well, we listen to Watercolors and other smooth jazz radio stations that so we can feed off of what other musicians are doing, what the radio stations are actually playing these days. We try not to be too typical with it, and so that we can have our own sound. So we're just trying to kind of create our own space in the smooth jazz genre.
Yes, sir. But tell folks how they can find you, man. Gotta know y'all got to hit the second show.
We gotta hit in a few minutes.
Yeah.
They can find us on Facebook. They can look us up on our website, piecesofadream.net. They can find us on Instagram, and we're on X also.
All right, y'all, this your boy Jay Ross hanging out with Big C, drum extraordinaire, vocalist extraordinaire, co-founder of Pieces of a Dream. I'm gonna let y'all bounce, man. We 17 million strong and we gone. Peace.
Peace.